This is our post pay-per-view show. Two pre-show tag matches here, just kind of get people on the card and to test chemistry, stuff like that. Romeo and Peter Valentine. I don't think I've had in team already, but I tried it here. Unfortunate, no chemistry, but eventually by end of the year, Peter Valentine's gonna have a tag partner. Is like my goal. If we have chemistry, great. If not, I'll just find a guy who makes sense storyline wise, and I feel like Romeo would be that guy. And then we have Troy Tornado and Dark Eagle versus Nation of Filth. Just get all parties involved. Get Troy and Dark Eagle a win after they took losses pay per view. Yeah, and yeah, test chemistry as well and stuff like that. But we do start off the show with Professor Nero declaring the Demons of Rage as number one contenders for the tag titles after they have manhandled the Vessies multiple times now. They have beat the Blazing Flames and just kind of continuing their like ascension up the like heel division of the tag ranks. So I felt like it was like a interesting way to start the show, like him demanding that they're number one contenders. Coach Dick, who's not happy that Jesse Christian and the Vessies were attacked by Demons of Rage, agrees to it, of course, as the manager. So we already know our tag team, not main event, our tag team title match at the next pay per view. We follow that up with Eric Tyler saying he isn't getting a rematch from the international title because whatever reason. But Liberty, if he was a real man, he's gonna defend versus the Untouchables Robert Oxford tonight. Good little angle here. Um, I didn't want to have Eric Tyler lose to, well, he already faced Liberty 3 times this year. So I didn't want to do a fourth time because then I'd have to do like a fifth time to like tie, like to break a tie. So we'll come back to this feud eventually. But yeah. So Liberty versus Robert Oxford is our main event. Eric Tyler's not getting a title shot, so it's like and like it's gonna be the end of like the Untouchables and Liberty, assuming Liberty wins. We have cruiserweight action here with the Danger Kid defeating Arson Wells. Arson Wells is a guy who's like primarily in British, but I brought him in to be like a rotating, I don't want to say job guy, but like a rotating guy, job guy in our cruiserweight division, like Chris Perkins was, and solid match. Another little cruiserweight action, kinda, with Golden Fox and Electrica defeating Jimmy Power and Danny Rushmore. I want to get Golden Fox and Electrico. Like, I want to bring them up a little bit to that. Like, well, Golden Fox is already around that 30 range popularity wise, but Electrico's at like that low 20s. I kind of want to bring them both up to like 30, 35 to be viable, um, to be used like during the paper or when we get to Ace. Jack Bruce cuts a promo on the Danger Kid, Electrico, and Dark Eagle, or not Dark Eagle and Golden Fox, basically saying how he wasn't impressed with any of them, and none of them are gonna get a title shot from me or something like that. Again, another really really good angle. Ripcord rips into Cowboy. For Cowboy and like Tommy Cornell had a confrontation at the pay per view. It's not leading to a match yet. Maybe next week or the week after, probably the week after. He says, you get to watch my boys, Barry Bow and Tommy Cornell, and tag match tonight, and see how the my next generation is gonna work. While you're one of Sam Strong's little disciples. Then Cornell and Bowen defeat the War Eagles, getting a popularity rub. Tommy should be around mid 30s. Barry will be around 30. So happy with that. We have Frankie Future kind of promo on what's next, but he's of course interrupted, as is our um, common theme here with Lance Henderson and Flapjack interrupting people, leading to matches where ultimately they end up losing most of the time. We get another cycle of that where Frankie Future is going to face Flapjack next week as a match, hopefully to get him another popularity jump. Speaking of interrupting and such, Money Walker is cutting a promo as to why he attacked RP Jr. and cost him the hardcore title. I mean, basic, because RP Jr. cost Money Walker the hardcore title. It's only fair. Alex Braun interrupts and says nobody cares about, this little melodramatic feud you have RP Jr. and Jesse Christian, your, partnership with Jesse Christian. Me and you next week. Or let's fight, right? Let's fight, but not right now, kind of thing. So, hindsight moment here. I wish I separated those two angles because they're very similar in back to back, but I don't think it'll really affect things too much. So then Sid Streets announces he is moving. We are killing it with the ratings of the angles tonight. Sid Streets cuts a promo basically saying, you know what, he's moving forward with his career. It's gonna be with or without his brother at his side or across the ring from him. Charlie Homicide defends the hardcore title for number 6. Jeb Langley lost to Damian Carville. He picks up another loss here. I feel like his character, he's able to take a loss without being damaged, and I felt like it's just like a good match to kind of have on a card. That's why there's no like rhyme or reason for the match other than just the title defense. Yeah. Then Jesse Christian's all fired up ever being attacked by Demons of Rage backstage. He's talking to Coach Dick, and RP Jr. comes in, Coles brings him down. RP Jr. wants to like. So basically, what I want to do with this angle is like RP Jr. tells Jesse like, you know, me and you will take them on next week, but I got a problem with your bully Monty Walker. So we're kind of continuing the Vesey's tag title storyline and All Star and the Monty Walker Jesse Christian RP Jr. storyline. Charlie Homicide's now out of that storyline for now. Maybe I'll bring him back. I'm not really sure. I'm just in the mic a little bit. Um, so that's like the goal here is like to hype the main event next week of these two versus these two, as well as like continue to like have RP Jr. kind of separate Jesse Christian and Monty Walker as much as he can. We have Sam Strong making his grand return, and he brawls with Beelzebub. It's kind of funny. Our most popular act is in one of the worst ratings angle wise, and that's going to be our main event our next pay per view. And Sam Strong grabs a mic. He's all fired up and says, "You know what? If you want to fight me so bad and you want a title shot so bad, fine. Let's do it. Right here, right now. But, you know, Travis Sentry and Beelzebub, back away." So I feel like it's a good way to kind of, again, heels like cower away. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a good way to continue that. And in our main event, I'm going to adjust the mic again a little bit. Liberty defeats Robert Oxford to make the first title defense of his freshly crowned international championship. Overall, should have a really good show here. Maybe our best, like TV show wise. A lot of angles doing heavy lifting, but like if you look, we have Professor Nero, who isn't like our main guy. Like, okay, Ripcord aside, these are Jack Bruce. This is Eric Tyler, Liberty, like doing very well and building these guys and bringing people up. So yeah, we'll check Cornell and Bowen's popularity, and I think that's the only popularity we have to check. Okay, we're still 2 away. 4 months to be 2 away. And yeah, so we'll wait till January to like switch to Ace. I don't want to just abruptly cancel. Like, you know, just storyline wise, it makes sense. We pick up another win here. Um, Even though Christian Faith carried Outback Rolf. Is it Ralph? Would it be Ralph or Rolf? Rolf. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. My O's are terrible with pronunciation sometimes. Ultima is a guy that we will be looking out for. He's a cruiserweight, pretty decent popularity, um, pretty good in the ring. So I think he's going to be someone that we bring in, and because his contract's up in November, he's someone that I will be looking to bring in from SWF. And after him, it's really that's it until like the Big Street and Mr. Supreme. But like Flair's not going to be available for a while. Um, Whistler is not going to be available for 4 years. I wish I kept him, but honestly, like, it's fine. I feel like we moved on. But let's check Tommy's and Barry's popularity, and we'll get rolling. So yeah, +5 here across the board. That's huge. Happy with that. And yeah, +5. So if you look 33, 33, 35, 34, 35, yeah, and so on. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Next week we got we got 3 matches already announced. We got Monty Walker versus Alex Braun, Frankie Future versus Flapjack, and RP Jr. And Jesse Christian versus Demons of Rage in the main event. Yeah, and then we'll probably do like a set up an angle, like, you know, we're 17 shows till end of the year, so I kind of want to have that week to week, really accentuate that week to week storytelling, at least like from pay per view to pay per view. Like, so like from here, there's a connective storyline, connective match till like here. But yeah, so we'll cut it short here. Great show, and I'm really looking forward to see how we continue the rise of the syndicate and rise of our roster. We're really like in the groove now of bringing everybody up. Even if it's like one match at a time, such as tonight, but we're bringing like I wonder if Jack Bruce's popularity went up. I feel like that's like I feel like I talked about it on the pay-per-view, but like if someone has like a fantastic like angle, their popularity, like Karrion Kross's popularity right now is rising just based off his mic skills. Like he hasn't won a match all year, I think, and I would say he's more popular now. Like his momentum's better now, even though he hasn't won a match. So like it's whatever, but it's part of the game. But I don't know. I just feel like it's something that we can maybe hope for a better version of in future editions, where like you know popularity can be more volatile. I feel like would be cool. But I don't know. I will talk to you guys next time.